I thought all dwarves had beard. It seems the Kunari aren't exactly in a hurry to return home.
If we must stay here, we will do so without you intruding. Leave.
The trees will give me strength or something.
Lord Heremont, what do we do with the human?
Stand down. She's not our foe.
What was that about?
Assassins. The boat to Ravane is within sight, but the Carter would see me dead before I get there. How would you like to make some coin?
I've never seen a dwarven lord.
You still haven't. If you're looking at him in daylight, he's not a lord anymore.
I'm Renville Heremont, the last of my house. My family was once revered in Orzammar. Now I'm nothing but a surfacer on the run.
You must have greatly angered the Carter for them to attack you with so many witnesses around.
My family was murdered one by King Balin, after my uncle failed to claim the throne. Balin's reach is long, and his vengeance a terrible thing to behold.
I'll clear the way for you, Heremont.
Dispatch these ruffians and I'll pay you what I can now. And by the ancestors, I will reward you proper when I am safe. What is your name?
Hawke.
A good name. I will remember it.
The Carter has several groups lying in wait for us. Take the battle to them.
Ferelden, ain't you? Much of the coast seems like.
Heremont spoke to you, didn't he? Whatever reward he offered, we'll offer you more to kill him.
How about I take care of you instead?
Stupid bastard!
get on board and get my ass out.
We'll have squared in no time. Tell your captain.
You from the south? Got that wide eye.
I want these crates cleared. You know how the Orlesians are about their bloody schedules.
It'd take 5 Ferildans or 10 elves to do my work. Captain.
Go down!
I think the Canary is spying on us.
That's right, you heard me!
Feel free to look at my merchandise. If you... You've the coin.
Not a favourite stop.
Stay off my dock, unless you've got a ticket home for Elwood.
I wager you've a bright future ahead of you. Take this. More will come, as promised. May the stone look after you.
Only job that'll have me. Figures.
No work for you, I'll take your mind. Have you seen an elf about? Short, blonde hair, slight build?
You heard about that deep roads expedition?
Are you safe, Fenris?
No.
You know, some guards give people the opportunity to lie if it will keep the peace.
You can see what I am. Lie to yourself if you must.
I like this bar. Everybody here knows your name.
What are you looking at? Are you one of them?
That dwarf.
Grigio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
Nothing like a bit of fear with your wine.
That's what Denarius used to say. It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
You could have offered me a glass first, you know.
There's more, if you're really interested.
Perish the thought. How else would you redecorate the walls?
I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
I've started a life here.
And that's it? You leave it behind so easily?
I lost my sister to the Blight.
And now she no longer matters to you? I apologize. Your life is your own. It simply sounds very familiar.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
Maybe it's just me, but it sounds like you want to stick around.
I could see myself staying, for the right reasons. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters.
Yes, you should.
Had I known Anso would find me a woman so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
It turned out well enough.
It did at that. I will not keep you longer. Another time, perhaps. We should move on.
worry about.
Rest and be grateful.
Bugger off! Bugger off!
One of Joe's last.
Watch where you step.
Now you fall!
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots.
We're good to go.
Right here for us.
Kirkwall nights aren't safe. Always some group of thugs around. Someone will usually pay for their removal, though.
That's right, you heard me! Now you fall!
Bugger off! Seems to be unhealthy.
you to use, Varric? Have you penned some warnings for the lawless?
Who's that for? Are most criminals big readers? Seems like pacifying the nobles.
Pictures, then. It was just a suggestion.
Well, how about a giant sign that just says don't? You could hit people with it.
Thank you. I get the point.
Feel free. Take a look at my merchandise, if you've the coin. Watch out for the car.
So, what do you do, Aveline?
You know I'm a guard. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I hope.
These are my off-duty hours.
And the trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
easiest part.
We should move on.
Messages for the wardens. They'd probably pay to have them returned.
You know, I might be able to give you a hand with that. Piece of cake.
I'm not the outdoors type. The sooner we're back in the city, the happier I'll be.
One less to worry about.
is beyond a doubt the most wretched place I've ever been. The sooner we get back to Kirkwall, the better.
Do you even know her name, Shem? No.
I was a beast then. A werewolf. I did many terrible things. I'm sorry.
Sorry does not bring my mother back.
I was a victim too, Elf. Of Zathrian's vengeance. Stranger, please calm her down.
Did I hear you right? You're a werewolf?
I was one, but no longer. Her Dalish keeper cursed some humans with lycanthropy long ago. The disease spread over the years, but the hero of Ferelden freed us.
He was cursed. You can't blame him for that.
You stand up for him? Fine. Then you will die for him!
Get back! Go down! I'll deal with this.
It didn't have to come to this. Take this, and thanks.
Well, it's official. I have traveled all the way from the northern coast to the southern.
try my hand at that?
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle. Point the way, Hawke. We're close to the ambush, Hawke. Be ready.
There's our targets.
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather... There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
Well, what a charming fellow.
I don't have to like him, but he could at least listen. Bandits are dead. That's all that should matter. It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
This is probably a bad time to discuss my bill with him.
He'll jail you. I don't doubt that. The rest, though... Well, the duty roster will have my next patrol. Sounds like I'll have plenty of time to follow you around. Threaten my friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
I don't think I can do that.
Aveline! I owe you for clearing the ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
A lone guard isn't much of a patrol.
Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donick for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. Satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush?
You're sure you want to pursue this? This is your superior we're talking about.
If a guard has been put at risk, a good captain would want to know why. And if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
I bet there's a perfectly reasonable lie that explains why your captain arranged this.
I'd be willing to hear it, but not while a guard may be walking into a trap. Brennan said Donick. A good man. Donick. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
The guard who'll throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
How much longer do I have to wait?
We can't waste time, Hawke. Guardsman Donick is here somewhere. We must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not losing any time.
Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman?
I mean, I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details, city accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
Selling out his own? Forget guard captain. This man needs to be in government.
Not now, Hawke. Jevon needs to see how justice works. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they will. In prison.
So, where's your beard, elf?
Elves don't grow beards.
Huh. I thought maybe you shaved it off in a fit of broody pique.
So you're a funny dwarf.
I removed another bunch of lowlifes.
Good news. We like a calm city to play in. Enjoy. Another time, friend Hawke. Many of them, hopefully. Another time, friend Hawke. Many of them, hopefully. Another time, friend Hawke. Many of them, hopefully.
Something of yours, sir.
You did this. Without being begged and thrice paid. Interesting.
I knew this would happen. There's the dead drop. Hopefully the wardens will appreciate this.
Where are your parents, young man?
Quality armor.
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public, especially recent arrivals not actually part.
Good day to you.
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
How dare you! I am guard captain! I won't be treated like this! Ferelden, bitch, this was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged! Quartered! This will not stand!
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples. Such poor character. But you, Aveline Valen, have proven your loyalty and ability.
The Guard deserves better than him, Messire.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care for the men into direct practice. You will assume the captain's job.
What?
In due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this embarrassment? Resolve any outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
I'm with you. Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. Always where you need. Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain. Or you will be. It'll be easy.
I'm not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal? Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to. Big changes are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
Not sure I like being behind the dead in order of influence.
Of course I have you to thank. It's just... I've made a mess of things, time to time. But that failure... He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain. What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. What do you mean by that?
Wesley believed, and if he was correct, then that's where he is. But this business of the less the Maker does, the more he's proven, I don't find it compelling.
But you married a Templar.
I married a man. A good one. And he's gone. I have heard the chant. It is lovely. Perhaps that's all it needs to be.
You clearly miss Wesley. But that's not the issue.
Of course I miss him, but he's not coming back. Pining like a child serves no one. So I remember him, but I let him rest.
You're not so kind to yourself, though.
No.
I don't see how you can take the blame for the Darkspawn Horde.
I put him to the sword myself, Hawke.
Well, there is that.
I know in my head that it was right. So did Wesley. But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
I could get used to having the law on my side.
You'll behave yourself, is what you'll do. I just sent Jevon to prison over corruption. I won't go the same road.
You never let me have any fun.
I think that's best for everyone.
It's good that you can stay with me. I need you, Aveline.
You've been grand through all of this. A true friend. Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawke. It's where I should be. I trust you are well, Donick.
I am. And your reward is well earned. It will be grand having you over me. Above me. In rank. Guard Captain.
Thank you, Donick. It will be grand. Indeed.
We should move on.
Nothing going on, Hawke. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sirrah.
How much longer do I have to wait?
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
Get out of my face! Your mother's bad enough. I don't need you nagging me.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
I always wanted to bring you children back to meet your grandpa.
I'm with you, sister. For now.
don't like some of the people who've been associating with Carver.
Talk to my sister. She's the one in charge.
Maybe, but I know you get around. This city's full of people who are dead set on ending badly. I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Would asking you to stop spying on me help in the least?
No.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawke. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the Coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to... In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. Everyone needs an edge sometimes.
Break some heads tomorrow. Good payday.
Well, at least it's not boring.
Waste of life, but not my choice.
Mind your manners. This is my territory. Mind your manners. This is my territory.
I think I found something of yours.
This was free of its handler. Well, you're a lucky one. Thank you.
Well, this looks like the place. If the sellers go this far, maybe we were important.
To arms!
If you have a plan, get to it. That's the Amel crest, I think. Mother described it once. Put that up, and you better have the ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
Get ready!
Watch where you step.
Put you up to this. I knew everything on his throat.
Bianca's locked and loaded. More of them, great. I was starting to get
Love doing that.
That has to be the vault. If there's
All
anything
set.
to learn about the family, that's where it is. So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I don't think there's any point in delaying the news.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
You should be paying us, Uncle. We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her. The estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing. You'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
woodcarver.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
You hating everything I do is really losing its charm.
Sure, make light. Why take anything seriously? You're the eldest. You lead by default.
I don't see you taking the reins.
When should I do that? When I'm following you around, or when I'm caring for Mother while you tame mighty Kirkwall? Besides, we both know what happens when someone leaves dear sister's protection. I'm sure Bethany would appreciate that you're keeping good humor.
Poor you. Too busy hiding in my shadow to escape from it.
I am not a joke.
No. You're a lazy brat with a chip on your shoulder. Well, good talk.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way. I'm with you, sister.
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
The estate is yours. Why are we still here?
Technically, the house is now property of the Viscount, since its owner died without an heir. If we went there now, we would just be squatters. But if the Viscount acknowledges our rights, we can get back more than the house. We can get back our name.
Your mother's dead. Let it go.
When I was a girl, your grandmother was the young, beautiful, noble mother all my friends wished they had. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Oh, Bethany. She was such a sweet little girl. Never cried, just looked at you with those big eyes.
Bethany would want you to move on, Mother. Be happy about what we have.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising, and that was it.
At least you're past the it's all your fault thing.
I'm sorry, love. I was distraught. I never really believed that. It's just... I miss her. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartrand's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Bethany, but with luck, I can at least give... I've had word from Lothering. They are rebuilt.
Nice hound, sister. More agreeable than most of your company. A few hundred of you, and we'd have taken Lothering. Or had a good shot. That's a good dog.
So, what? Are you here to gloat? Gamlen's the idiot again. Gamlen's the fool who can't hold his money when it's given in a bloody silver basket. I tried, you know, when Leandra left. But no one was ever going to live up to her.
What was she like? As a girl?
We're only a year apart. But that was time enough for Leandra to get our parents wrapped firmly around her little finger. They showed her off at every opportunity. the beauty, the scholar, the light of their lives. As far as they were concerned, they should have stopped there.
I've seen the nobles in this town. Your parents must have had a fortune. Where did it all go?
Well, it's not like I stood at the side of the wharf and hurled it over. I tried to invest it. I got some good tips on trade in Kunari cheeses. And, you know, a man's got needs. I'm not denying I spent more on myself than I should have, but I figured it'd all work out.
So, the best way to make Daddy love you was to steal his money?
I changed their filthy sheets and wiped their chins through 2 bouts of the cholera, and the last word Father said was... Leandra. I'm not looking for love. But at least I got the money.
Your mother's busy writing to the Viscount. If you want more touching family... stories, go to her.
I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for you to be here?
Oh, I'm sure nobody will notice little old me, don't you worry.
Very reassuring. This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
You said the Chantry used to watch the Magisters. Why did they stop?
You must remember that the attitude towards magic is different in Tevinter. Magisters came from wealthy families, bloodlines that had nurtured magical talent for countless generations. The Chantry was not trying to control poor peasants, but the scions of the greatest houses in the Imperium.
I thought the Magisters had been thrown down by the Chantry.
On the contrary, Andraste never defeated the Imperium. A great army conquered the south, but not the north. The Magisters eventually surrendered to the Chantry, but they did so on their terms. They kept their influence. Thus, they reclaimed what they lost over the centuries. Some battles are lost by inches.
You talk about the Magisters as if they are all evil.
I have no doubt that some are good and noble men, strong enough to resist temptation. But how many temptations do you wish to offer a man before he will give in? Blood magic is everywhere in Tevinter, from the lowliest apprentice up to the Archon himself.
You can't have seen this for yourself.
Daenerys talked about it often. Of course, they say it's forbidden. Behind the smiles and closed doors, however, it's a different matter. To be a Magister in Tevinter is to be glorious. To be a powerful Magister in Tevinter, that is worth any price.
According to everything I've seen, the Circle can't control mages anyhow.
And what is the alternative? Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
Mika, hear our hymn of repentance.
This initiation ritual. I haven't slept for days.
So, Elf, that thing you do. With your hand.
I can already tell this isn't going anywhere pleasant.
I know your face. I am Tobias, and you are Hawke. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
My father must have left quite an impression. The letter I found was ancient.
I needn't tell his own child how special he was. As to the letter, it pained me to send news of the Templar's death.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Sounds like he didn't quite understand the job.
Doubt can serve the faithful, even as it vexes them. I fear this has been lost. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family. Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
You are known.
Hear you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldans. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The bone pit must be dangerous, if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The bone pit is mostly harmless.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day, the bone pit is just outside the city. And
This ground is cursed. Only wretched or ignorant souls would linger here.
Now we fight!
There's a foul wind coming from that cavern. I smell death.
I knew this would happen.
When I tell the tale of slaying each
under attack. What a surprise! Come at you!
Lead the way.
And here we go again. Well, at least it's not boring.
When's the fighting start?
Price and Trusty, you came along. Them dragons would have sniffed me out for certain.
Hold on. What happened here?
I'll tell you what I can, but be a friend and keep your voice down. There's another dragon close by.
Where did the dragons come from?
We was mining a new tunnel when the wall collapsed, and dragons came through. It was a bloody slaughter. Scared out of my wits, I ran like my arse was on fire. It probably was, only I went the wrong way. Ended up trapped here.
Did anyone else manage to escape?
Some of my fellows ran for the surface. I hope they made it.
You better get going. Try not to get eaten.
Don't have to tell me twice. You should leave too. But don't go that way. There's this huge dragon.
Another dragon, and larger. Not a threat we should leave behind.
is brooding...
I solved your problem.
So, what happened? One of the miners told me you rescued him from dragons. I cuffed him for lying.
Well, he wasn't. Go there and see the corpses for yourself.
But I thought they're extinct. I believe you. You made them extinct again? If it is safe, the miners can return to work.
I bet their first task will be cleaning up the entrails the last shift left behind.
A dragon killer and a mind reader. Wonderful. Let us discuss your payment. You have been a great help. Since you did so much more than I was expecting, how about we work together? I am offering a 50-50 share in the mine. You will make us both rich if you can keep your countrymen safe.
Why would you share half your business with me?
I spent a decade honing my business instincts in Val Royeaux. I once sold a seat cushion to Empress Selene. Simply put, I have a good feeling about you. So, what do you say?
If you want my help, you'll pay for my services in advance.
You're both tough and shrewd. Very well. I had some money set aside for safety equipment, but it is yours instead. So, to our first order of business, we'll replace the lost workers. I will hire new hands. Plenty of desperate Fereldans out there, but it will take some time. I need you to convince the surviving miners to return. They are holed up in Lowtown. Tell them the Bone Pit is safe again.
I'll see what I can do.
Not here to sell today, guardsman. My shipment's late.
I understand you're named after a famous knight.
Everyone always brings up the name.
I've not heard of Sir Aveline. Is she very famous?
Really? They don't tell of her glorious downfall in Tevinter?
Not to slaves.
Pardon me for saying so, but thank the Maker for that.
Hey, it's the one that rescued me from them dragons. A fellow Ferelden, no less. Oh, I was on a...
1,000 thanks for saving Jansen's worthless hide.
Worthless, am I? My farm supplied eggplant to half of the South Reach.
Yeah? My eggplant supplied half the bastards in South Reach.
Oh, you're a real hero. Now what brings you here?
Shuffle off to the mine, and let me finish those pints for you.
Come back to that blight taking hold? I need work, but I don't need to be some dragon's dinner. What if there's more dragons later? Or something worse like, bigger dragons?
I go back to the missus without this job. She'll rip me apart sure as any dragon.
What can we do? That bastard Hubert is the only one willing to hire us.
Would you go back for twice your previous salary?
Wow. Well, I
trust these teas, Jansen. Take it. We can drown our sorrows every night. And not with his dark town swill either.
Back to work, boys. I'm happy to take more of Hubert's coin.
You're Hawke, aren't you? You used to work with the thing.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be.
I heard you lost something. This it?
I had never thought to see this again. Thank you.
Nothing going on, Hawke. You'd be the first to know if there was.
How much longer do I have to wait?
The Templars, sometimes. Come here. The blood stains. Take just weeks to clean up. Poor. Then.
You do not like your name?
The miners agreed to return to work, but I had to double their wages.
What? That is coin out of both our pockets.
Perhaps the miners will work harder now we're paying them enough to survive.
Throw scraps to a dog, and you encourage him to beg for more. I run a business, not a kennel.
The business part is debatable.
I will excuse you this once. You are new to this. In the future, let me handle the coin. You handle the danger.
Yorick?
Greetings, partner. Business is good.
You upset?
A few weeks in the deep roads won't be that bad, right?
Found your mystical hoard of coin yet, human?
Are we talking a full share here, or what?
If you have the coin, sure. You'll get a full share.
That seems like a lot for an expedition.
We're going lower into the deep roads than anyone's ever dared. Who knows what we'll find down? Well, that means food and equipment and hirelings. None of that comes bloody cheap.
I do have your coin, in fact.
You're joking.
What did I tell you, Bartrand? Not bad for a human.
All right, partner. Full share of the profit between you, me, and Varric. Now we just need a decent entrance into the deep roads.
Varric mentioned it. We have an idea.
Varric has a lot of ideas.
And most of them are good.
If you can find a way in, then we can leave sooner. Until then, I have to keep looking.
What do you need, my good friend?
Let's see what you...
By all means, feel...
she want buttons? Shell buttons, was it?
Have you seen a dog?
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important, job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Why is there such a...
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
We're both intelligent people. There's something in the ruins, isn't there?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
It would be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
I hear you're in need of a bit of help.
Ah, so you're the reinforcements the magistrate promised. The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little Shemlin children he's after.
Look at these guards. I doubt either of them has to worry about having pretty children.
That's not what I meant. The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her! I want him dead! My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first victim. Over the years, he's taken dozens of our children, and not once has he paid for his crimes.
Would you mind telling me who you are?
My name is Elrin. I'm a merchant in the city. Please, no one else cares that our children are being slaughtered like beasts!
There must be some humans who would take offense to these disappearances.
We're nothing to them. Even if this murderer does finally go before the courts, the magistrate won't take our word over his.
Why only elves? Why not human children as well?
We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
I'll tear his throat out myself.
Thank you, Sarah. You have no idea what this means.
You couldn't turn to the guards?
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these Shemlin. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
What do you say about all this?
Yes. What do you have to say?
They won't go in after him. They're stalling, trying to give the murdering bastard a chance to get away.
Oi now, elf. Like we said before, you're bleeding mad if you think we'll be going against the magistrate's orders.
This murderer cannot be allowed to walk free.
Then that bastard will finally get what he deserves. Thank you.
Not wise, stranger. You try to take justice into your own hands, the magistrate'll have your head.
Only if it's reported.
Well, we'll be quiet then. I knew this would happen. Can't we talk about this? No?
Easy as...
Can't we talk about this? No? We're under attack. Surprise!
Who are you? Please, can you get me out of here? I just want to go home.
Leah? Your father told us you were dead.
My father? Is he safe? Kelder said that he'd hurt my family if I didn't come with him.
Who is Kelder?
The man who took me.
How did you escape your dastardly kidnapper? Kick to the groin? Sand in the eyes? Rock to the head?
Kelder? No, he let me go. I tried to make it to the entrance, but I hid when those creatures showed up. I thought I heard him calling for me. I almost went back to him. I didn't want to be eaten. But Kelder, He hit me, told me I was nothing. I begged him to stop hurting me. I didn't think he would, but out of nowhere, he pushed me away. Don't you see? He didn't mean to hurt me. He told me. There are demons. They make him do these horrible things.
I'll have to remember to use that. A demon made me do it.
There are a lot of cruel people out there, Princess. Completely demon-free.
But it's true. How else could he do something like this?
She is a child and does not understand. Her pity is admirable, but misplaced.
Sorry, he's a dead man.
But it's not his fault. It's not.
Run to the entrance. You'll find your father there.
I knew my father would eventually send someone. I was hoping the beasts down here would get to me first.
You wanted those creatures to kill you. Why?
It's what I deserve. I should be torn apart, forgotten down here, not protected by my father.
From the magistrate's vague description, I expected a hardened criminal, not a whining coward.
He didn't tell you, did he? The magistrate is my father. He's tried so hard to keep me, and what I've done, hidden away.
Not hard enough, so it seems.
The magistrate's more worried about keeping his job than doing his job.
Father is a good man. He tried to help, to stop me. But he can't. No one can. That elf girl, she had no right to be so beautiful, so perfect. The demons said she needed to be taught a lesson, like all the others. The Circle was supposed to help me, but they lied. They said there were no demons, that I was mad. This isn't my fault.
Leah said you told her to run. Why?
I was crying, and she asked me if I was all right. After everything the demons made me do to her, she was concerned about me. How could I let them destroy something so good, so pure?
Let me get this straight. You torture and murder elven children for being too beautiful.
I didn't want to hurt them. They forced me. The demons don't like it when they cry.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
I can't stop. I've tried so many times. Please, you have to kill me. There's no other way.
He sees the truth of it. Allow me to grant his wish, if you will not.
Any last words before he kills you, Kelda?
Tell my father. I'm sorry.
You saved her. My little girl. I didn't dare hope... Did you find that monster? Is he dead?
We could bring him back as the undead and then kill him again.
No, that's all right. I'd rather he stay dead. I didn't believe an elf could ever get justice in Kirkwall. I speak for all of us when I say that we are in your debt, Sirrah.
I feel just as bad for those knife ears as the next man. But ignoring the magistrate's direct orders, that's madness.
Welcome, merchant.
Not here to sell today, guardsman. My ship is...
Guardsman Aveline.
Taffy? You dare show your face to me again. If you know you'll leave my city and never come.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
I'm not holding you back with generosity. Just have a look.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Well, there you go then.
I wonder how it compares to yours.
I'm sure someone thought far too long about my name. Point is, this was a swordsman.
A man who let him look ahead. It would always mean skill thoughtfully applied. Not exactly master of all blades, but Father actually thought there was worth to a swordsman. Thank you, sister. It's a connection I didn't think was there. I'm with you, sister. For now.
Your mother's.
Are you searching for buried treasure? Or just trying to tunnel out of this hovel? Good luck with that.
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
What's the word on the street?
You hear about the Isle of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the land.
Any other news?
You ever met the Viscount Dumas? The man doesn't use his head for anything but storage for fancy hats.
Any other news?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon population has taken a nosedive in Ferelden. Weird, huh? What kind of sick individual preys on those innocent things?
Any other news?
There's an expedition heading to the deep roads, and every sword and his dog wants in on it.
Any other news?
You saw the shipwrecked Kunari. Apparently, the Dreadnought was fighting another ship before they both crashed on the reef.
Any other...
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvolan.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting...
Thanks.
Any...
You heard about that deep roads expedition? You heard about that deep roads expedition? They say anyone who goes down there is going to be rich. You don't think you'll need drinks served on you?
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Not before he gave it a shake to see if there were coins inside.
I was worried they would fall out.
Gamlen.